It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' superstar cornerback. He's been more than just a cover guy this season with 36 tackles to his credit. It's the Jags and the Browns, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Jackson, the man in motion left. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson, the man in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Here is 3rd and 5. Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown. So now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Right back to Brown. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. You look at this Browns defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. Hard throw, incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. There he goes, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
He may go back to the whole have a little discussion with his passer. Maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On first down, Lawrence. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 3. Running left, Taylor. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. It's caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Lawrence. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 51 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it in at the 22. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking left side of, he's got a man. That's Jackson. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They run. This is Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Draw play for Brown. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Here's a 2nd and 5. Lawrence running right on the option. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now back to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Johnson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Pruitt. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 103 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still first down.
Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his big receiver Robinson for the Jacksonville touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. But Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Running right, here's Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. This is Brown on the draw play. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Brown. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Jags offense now gets set and heads. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Brown once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. A give for Taylor running right side to about the 26 here. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And the 10-year vet knocks it toward the goalpost, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And able to get this out to the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Brown going up the middle. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Right back to Brown. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars back with it on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lawrence hitting the ball is free. And one of the linebackers has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers, create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out come the Jags. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Right side caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. On the draw is Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On second down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Browns down by a field goal, 1:07 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Back to throw. Got him in. It's Brown.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Jaguars, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.